A police whistleblower recently exposed to me something that was utterly shocking, disgusting and blatantly illegal. In the world of policing, we are constantly told that the police exist to serve the public, that they don't chase statistics, tick boxes or prioritise what looks good for the police force over what's right. We are told that the police act with fairness, that they act with objectivity, that they operate without prejudice, without fear and without favour. This institutional gaslighting has gone on for long enough and I'm exposing it right now. During my time in the police, I worked with incredible officers who did their best, but those same officers were often forced into making decisions that were unethical, immoral, and at times outright illegal. The senior leadership team swore that black is white, that they were not adopting statistical-based policing. Yet, as we see, the police often prioritise volume crime such as 50 shopliftings rather than a sexual assault investigation, controlling coercive behaviour, stalking and other more in-depth, serious crimes which require more resources and only provide one tick in the box. The evidence of this is staggering. If someone is arrested for romance fraud, for example, police crime standards will potentially crime multiple other crimes as a result of this. This can include, but is not exclusive to, controlling and coercive behaviour, harassment, malicious communications and more. The case is then presented to the Crown Prosecution Service for the police to secure a charge for the fraud offence and the other offences to be taken into consideration, even though there is little evidence to support these individual offences. The CPS will then charge the fraud and no further action to the subsequent offences. However, due to a positive outcome being achieved, the rest of the no further action offences are then filed as detected by the police force to bolster up their own numbers. Essentially, they are throwing as much shit at the wall as possible to see what sticks, and if one thing sticks, they're claiming it all sticks, to make the police force look better on paper. What this means is that the police are manipulating the figures to make themselves seem more capable at detecting crimes, because why get one detection when you can get several for a single incident? More sinisterly, I've been told that officers are asking leading questions when at a reporting party's house following an incident to justify an arrest, such as in domestic violence incidents, to arrest their partner after nothing more than a verbal argument. I've seen police apply handcuffs far too rapidly, stripping someone of their liberty because of a vague or flimsy allegation. The public are told that police take positive action around certain offences to support victims, when in truth, the police do this to benefit only themselves and their bottom line. Those in charge, the ones making the decisions, do so to protect their own careers, to chase promotions, and not to serve the public. This was made painfully clear to me by a serving officer who revealed that officers now being instructed not to close crime reports until after the financial year ends in order to make the force look better on paper. Let me put that plainly. If a case is going nowhere, police are deliberately keeping it open to improve the force's detection rate. This creates a false image of performance, one that looks better to government ministers and to the public. And what is the result? What is the harm of the police doing this? Victims are left waiting even longer for updates. They wait for an outcome that isn't coming, a result that isn't coming. Suspects can be left on bail unnecessarily, meaning their freedom is restricted for longer than absolutely necessary, based on allegations that can't be proven. Officers are burdened with updating and duplicating logs, managing multiple occurrences, contacting victims, solicitors, all at the public's expense. All because their superiors are gaming the system. This leads to more stress, more burnout, more overworked officers, and it takes officers from the real crimes, the ones that matter. And this just isn't okay. This is an insidious practice, one perpetuated by those who claim to serve the public, but in truth, it only serves themselves. And let me be clear, it is not the officers on the ground making these decisions. Most of them are doing their absolute best under enormous pressure, and they deserved far better support. This comes from senior officers, those sitting in the ivory towers obsessed with climbing the ladder rather than fixing what's actually broken. I believe that if policing was measured differently, there would be a change. If policing was measured by public satisfaction instead of box ticks, targets and statistics, we would see a dramatic overnight shift in how the police force operates. This video was first published on my Patreon, where you get early access to articles, extended interviews, extended videos, behind the scenes footage and more. And you can check that out right now through the link in this description and take advantage of a 7-day free trial. You have a great day.